Hey girl, welcome back to my channel where we do talk everything hygiene, self-care, and improvement. My name is Erin, and today I just want to have an honest talk about hygiene habits I'm not afraid to admit that I've done and that I'm currently still working on. And I feel like these are common hygiene habits that have been putting my hygiene in jeopardy. So I figured I'd share them.
Let's get right to it.
Hygiene habit number 1. Brushing my teeth after I've washed my face. This is a real subtle thing that you wouldn't think makes that big of a difference, but it actually does. Growing up, I typically would brush my teeth first, but then there would be some times where I just didn't. I didn't think that the order really mattered. Then one day when I was watching some hygiene videos, I saw a girl explain why this is a big no-no. And it's honestly one of those tips that I've heard once and I've just always kept in the back of my head. Brushing your teeth after you wash your face can lead to dryness around your mouth area, irritation, and just bacteria that stays on your face the whole day until you wash your face at night. A lot of people don't realize it, but this leads to acne breakouts. Because I don't know if it's just me, I prefer an electric toothbrush. So when I'm brushing my teeth, when it's gyrating and vibrating everywhere, doing its job, there is going to be toothpaste little particles, saliva that not only land on the sink and the mirror, but on your face. Obviously, when we don't wash that off immediately, breakouts are just bound to happen. So just make sure you're always brushing your teeth first because we want clean and clear skin. Number 2, leaving my toothbrush in the bathroom. Now this is worse to me personally than the last oral care hygiene mistake I was making. It's so common for a lot of us to be taught to put all your hygiene products in the bathroom. Like that's just how I was raised. But leaving your toothbrush in the bathroom exposes it to fecal matter,
which is poop,
bacteria, and mold. This is because of the airborne particles that fly up when you flush the toilet after going number 2. And the moldness comes from the humidity of all the showers and baths that are taken. I read online a few years ago that when you flush the toilet after going number 2, the bacteria travel up to 6 feet. So another micro tip, is always best if you weren't raised to close the lid when you're flushing the toilet. Now I just keep mine in my little oral care bin that I keep in my room. Make sure I switch out my toothbrush every 3 to 4 months, and I'm good to go. Moving on to armpits. Armpit habit number 1. Not detoxing my armpits at least once a week. And not scrubbing them enough in the shower. This is something that I just have not been consistent with. I very much so was in the summertime, but I fell off. And since the weather is getting back warmer and it's about to be spring, it's time for me to lock back in. I remember wanting to try this specific underarm detox off of Amazon, but I've decided we're going to use what we have. And as of today, I will now be incorporating Indian Aztec bentonite clay mixed with apple cider vinegar in my routine consistently. Because if you're showering often and applying deodorant that has aluminum in it, even after scrubbing in the shower, because I would scrub till it kind of hurts, you're going to have some buildup in your armpits. Bentonite clay and apple cider vinegar is especially good because they're going to help eliminate the bacteria that causes odor, restore the natural pH balance of your armpits, help exfoliate your armpits. So it's ultimately just a win-win. Armpit habit mistake, I forgot what I was calling them. Yeah, my memory is
bad.
Next armpit mistake was reapplying deodorant on top of my old deodorant. I quite literally did this the other day. Even if you don't stink just yet, you notice hey, I don't have that much deodorant on, or I'm about to go back out the house. You don't want to do this. This is again going to create that buildup, and it's not only ineffective to do, but it's going to cause skin irritation and start a trap for bacteria and more odor. You can take a shower or wash up really quick,
a little hoe bath,
do it. But if you're in a situation, you're out and about and you just can't, get you a good amount of baby wipes, wipe all underneath, and then apply your deodorant. Last and final tip of my armpit hygiene mistake, applying too much deodorant. I tend to put too much deodorant on after my showers. So much so that I will literally wake up and have crumbs of deodorant on my bed. But I do it because I know I personally sweat a lot. I be thinking that I'm working smarter. But doing this actually made me more funky. Because I shower at night, apply all this deodorant, and then I'd wake up musty and confused. I've been telling myself, you don't need a lot, just a few swipes, you're not gonna stink.
You'll be okay.
So moving on to my vagina habits. I will just say my downstairs habit. First downstairs habit was not changing my underwear every time I sweated. Not that it's okay, but it's gonna be a little sweat sometimes that I feel like doesn't call for you to just automatically switch your underwear. And it might not even stink, but this is very important that you do. TMI, but not really because this is girl talk. I sweat a lot if I'm overheating. The first thing that I feel like is going to sweat is down there. And it's going to happen a lot, sometimes to the point where I don't even notice until I go to the bathroom. But sitting and walking around in sweaty, damp underwear is just not the move. I already know having too much moisture down there can lead to vagina infections quickly. It's just a playground of everything you don't want. So make sure you're being cautious, especially with it getting warmer outside, and go the extra mile of putting an extra pair in your period kit, your purse, your car, anywhere that you can grab it real quick just in case this does happen. My second downstairs habit, not exfoliating my vagina enough. It got to the point this past year where I was only thinking about exfoliating when I was about to get a wax, or just whenever I could remember to. And it's crazy because I see it every day in my bathroom, so it's like, why haven't I been doing that? But I'm just going to be more consistent with it moving forward. If you don't know, exfoliating helps to prevent ingrown hairs, razor bumps, and helps to remove your dead skin. It helps smooth out your texture and helps lighten any hyperpigmentation on your bikini line or vagina. And if you regularly get waxes or shave, it makes the process hurt a lot less. Making sure that you're exfoliating down there 1 to 3 times a week is a must.
That's a message to myself.
My last and final vagina habit is going to have to be drying my vagina and butt area with the towel that I use to dry off my body with, instead of a paper towel. This is important as well. When you clean your downstairs in between your buttocks with a paper towel, you are overall just preventing the risk of any UTIs, yeast infections, BV, etc. When you dry with your towel that you've already used on your body, you just risk putting bacteria back into those areas that we just cleaned. Even if it's a fresh new towel, your laundry detergent might trigger some irritation. Paper towels are just more hygienic, and you're taking no chances of decontaminating after you just clean. Alright girl, that's all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have any hygiene habit mistakes that you were making before and you turn over a new leaf, please let me know down below. With that, I'll see you in my next video.